My name is Diamond Green, and today's segment is about bullies. This is Titus Sampson. Can you remember the first time you were bullied?
The first time I was bullied, let's see. First time I was bullied, I was about 12 years old, and I was in 6th grade. It happened in the cafeteria when when actually it's a lot funnier now that I think about it, but I was in the cafeteria and this one kid who's always talking shit about me, he's always calling me names, always calling me fat, always talking about my stuttering. So one day he just comes in, he decides to stuff a cake in my face, in front of everybody. It kind of, as a man, it made me feel weak, and it just made me feel like didn't anybody really like me? Didn't anybody really want to talk to me?
Okay. How long did it last?
It lasted, well, actually, now that I think about it now, it still kind of haunts me. It still kind of, shows up itself. It's still.
Did it affect you in any type of way?
Yeah, it does. I can't lie about that. It does affect me. It affects my self-esteem. It affects the way I act sometimes, and it affects how I feel.
Was anybody trying to help the situation, or?
Only a select few that actually, cared for me and actually cared about me, which was my mother and my older brother and my dad, of course, because those were the people who always had my back. So those are the people who really tried to help the situation.
What have you done about being bullied? What have you done about it?
Well, I really just chose to not pay attention to it anymore. I chose not to look that way. I chose not to hear it. You can choose what you want to listen to. And so that's what I've done growing up. Being bullied, I just chose to block out the negative and pay attention to the positive.
Is there any long-lasting effects from being bullied, or?
The only long-lasting effect I can think of is my self-esteem. Sometimes it comes back. Sometimes, it haunts me. Sometimes, I still think about it in the back of my head. But I'm just trying to, take it day by day and think of the positive.
That's good.
That's it.
Okay. Are we done? We're done.
Sal Contreras of JC's Lawn Service is the go-to guy for all your lawn care and landscaping needs. Just call Sal at 559-978-7730.
Hi, Haven Young here. Join Mike Briggs and myself at Central Valley Talk Studios, 1212 North Van Ness, to find out more about Moringa oleifera, the world's most nutritious plant, and get a chance to win a 6-day free trial of Moringa oleifera. That's again the 4th Saturday this month in May. We're almost through, so it's the 28th, 2 p.m. here at Central Valley Talk, 1212 North Van Ness. And if you can't be here, look at our website, mostnutritiousPlant.com. Don't forget the hyphens in between. See you there. Bye now.
Fresno State students, listen up. Looking for a place to live? Try University Place. Call 559-229-2295 or visit FresnoUniversityPlace.com for more information. Need a dentist? Call Dr. David Wright at 559-222-6213 or visit bitemedental.com. Get solar power for your home. Email Dan Siemens at legacypower.com or call 559-312-5011.
CentralValleyTalk.com.
This is my next guest, Tila Hamilton, and she's also been bullied. Can you remember the first time you were bullied?
Let's see. If I'm correct, it was the first day of my 3rd grade year. I originally came from a small town up north called Oroville, and I had to leave everything I had basically in my past behind.
How did it make you feel?
I had to admit it was pretty hard for me. For my first day of 3rd grade, I had to go to a new school here in Fresno. The teacher was the only friend I had. When it came to recess time, first thing that I felt was the hit in the back of my head with a dodgeball.
So how long did it last?
See, from 3rd grade to 7th grade, so 4 or 5 years.
Did it affect you in any way?
Absolutely.
Okay.
There was a period in time, it was really hard for me. I just kind of shut myself away in my mind. I got used to it, and it just hit me. 7th grade was the hardest. I mean, no one was there to help me at all. And one day, it was about 2 weeks after a good friend of mine died. She committed suicide herself. 2 weeks afterwards, that whole 2-week period, it was just all the bullies of the middle school ganged up on me. And it wasn't just the students. It was pretty hard on me, and I myself wanted to commit suicide.
What have you done to cope with the bullying in the past? And from now on?
Like I said, I kind of shut myself away, but how I cope with the bullying, I don't know exactly how I cope with it. Just for better lack of phrasing, I honestly don't give a crap what they say about me anymore.
Yes, that's good. That's good. Is there any long-lasting effects?
Actually, yeah, I've been diagnosed with 4 different mental illnesses, and then 1 mental disorder, all ranked in levels from 1 to 5. And I actually started my own campaign online. It's called Bullying Prevention Awareness, and we actually have some celebrity credit. Also, from this bullying experience, I have my own outlet in the music industry.
Yes.
I'm a songwriter at this point.
Okay. We're gonna go on a quick commercial.
Hello, my name is Karen Roseberry, and I am a candidate for the United States Senate. I come before you today asking for your vote on June 7th and bring before you the platform of Save the Future. Save the Future stands for security in our foreign policy, accountability in our governmental spending, values consistent with our Constitution, and educational excellence for our young people. My name is Karen Roseberry for the United States Senate, and I ask for your vote on June 7th. Thank you.
Pasture-grazed, delicious, nutrient-dense, 100% organic raw milk from Organic Pastures. Visit organicpastures.com or call 1-877-RAW-MILK.
I was an addict, an opiate addict.
The 3 years clean in October.
I was renewed at the Fresno Rescue Mission. My mom, who does a lot of cooking, has been part of the rescue mission, has been willing to help teach people to make jams and jellies and other food.
The Fresno Rescue Mission,
And I believe that downtown Fresno needs a renewal as well. Tree of Life Cafe represents new, healthy growth in downtown Fresno. I've seen men and women go through rehab programs. They want to start a new life. And yet when they get out on the street, they find it very difficult to get a job. Nobody will give them a chance. That's what this cafe is designed to do.
You will be like family to us. We will serve you our home-cooked food made with farm-fresh produce that comes from farmers right here in our valley.
We love downtown Fresno.
CentralValleyTalk.com.
Welcome back to Fresno Talk Fashion. Go ahead.
Can I ask you more about our organization? Tell me more about your organization.
So, can you tell me more about your organization?
Certainly.
Yes.
Well, it originally started out in my 8th grade year of school. I transferred to a new school, Sierra Charter, and it originally started out as a project that I had to do.
Yeah.
And the biggest thing that impacted me about it is with my experiences with bullying, it was very hard on me. I want to help others who are out there going through my similar sort of situation or have been through the same thing. I want them to know that someone's there for them, that someone actually cares about them.
Mm-hmm.
We've got about over 100 likes, and we have actually had some celebrity credit thanks to a few strings. There's a song I used for my presentation called You Had to Pick on Me. It's by this wonderful country artist named Matt Kennan. My understanding was that there wasn't a dry eye in the house when that happened. I put it on. There wasn't a single eye that was dry. And also, we did bully stereotypes. One of the older wrestlers...
I'm sorry.
Isn't tight. One of the older wrestlers, Nick the Big Bully Busick, he allowed us to use his character on the page. It's amazing what people will go through just to help out. Many people out there. Isn't tight.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
And I'm also going to be putting on some of my own original material.
That's really nice.
Because once I created my own song, just right afterwards, right after I was getting released from mental hospital, I started my own song.
Yeah.
It's called I Can Make It.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically all about getting through, breaking the wall that was in the world of bullying.
Mm-hmm.
Just pure willpower. I'm actually going to see if I can get my song onto the page.
That's cool. Is that all for you today?
Yeah, thanks for having me on. It's a real big pleasure.
Thank you. Beautiful.
Oh, there you go.
Independent Javita member Christine Levin. Call 559-301-5177 and get healthy and wealthy. Email Michelle Bradford at londonproperties.com or call 559-907-9738 to get your dream home today.
Need raisins? Call National Raisin Company at 559-834-5981 or online at nationalraisin.com.
I think people think of raw food or healthy food as not having much flavor, and this is so flavorful.
So very nutrient dense, and it feeds my body. I love raw Fresno because I've learned so much about nutrition. It's organic, and it's delicious. It's nutrient and very tasty.
Fruit that's alive, probiotics, it's healthy vegetables to get that protein, and it's a game changer. It's awesome.
Come to Raw Fresno just because I love the food, and there's not too many options or any options like this anywhere.
I come back because the food is delicious. It's definitely a new experience, you know, the different tastes, the salad, it's absolutely delicious.
I love the food because, as I found, this food actually has a lot of flavor. It's also good. It's hard for me to decide what to eat, so then I'll just take samples of everything.
My husband and I both are addicted to it, and it's like we go through kale withdrawals because it makes us feel better.
It's so healthy, and because it tastes so good. I love the wraps, I love the chocolate cheesecake, and I know everything in it is good for me, and I can eat it and feel good about myself.
The food is so healthy and very tasty. I would definitely come back to Raw Fresno.
I'm not even the same person, and it's all to this food. It's just amazing. It's transforming.
CentralValleyTalk.com.
Hello, my name is Karen Roseberry, and I am a candidate for the United States Senate. I come before you today asking for your vote on June 7th and bring before you the platform of Save the Future. Save the Future stands for security in our foreign policy, accountability in our governmental spending, values consistent with our Constitution, and educational excellence for our young people. My name is Karen Roseberry for the United States Senate, and I ask for your vote on June 7th. Thank you.
CentralValleyTalk.com.
Welcome back to Fresno Talk Fashion. I'm here with my next guest, Wayne Hamilton. Okay, can you remember the first time you were bullied?
Oh, you want me to think that far back? Well, let's see. My story is a little different because not only was I bullied at school, but I also had bullies in my own family. I had an older brother that I grew up with that really had a problem with me being there. You know, I don't know what exactly it was, but he and I never ever got along, and he would take pretty much any opportunity that he had in order to bully me. So I guess you could say I was kind of born into it, so to speak. If you're talking about at school, it started from kindergarten because there were a lot of things about me that were different from the areas where I've lived. I've lived in a bunch of places, and I never seemed to quite fit in anywhere. But there are a lot of factors that went into it. I was always very smart. A lot of the kids didn't like the fact that I was the curve wrecker in the class. I was also born with a birth defect called bilateral clubfoot, for the layman terms. And so as a result of a lot of the surgeries I had, I was in casts a lot of the time. Also because of that, I was never very athletic, so I was always kind of a chunky guy. And people don't like chunky people for some reason.
Yeah.
Just in the last maybe 10 years, society has started seeing bigger individuals as having some sort of worth other than a punchline.
You're right.
So it was horrible. But I've had to deal with it all my life.
How long did it last?
Well, I turned 41 in July, and it started when I was 4 or 5 years old, so 36 years off and on. Because a lot of people don't realize that it's not just kids and teenagers that deal with bullying. You deal with it everywhere. It doesn't matter what your occupation is. It doesn't matter where you live, what your skin color is, what your political beliefs are. Somebody's going to find a reason to single you out. And I hate to say that, but that's the truth. That's a sign of the times. You're going to deal with it anywhere that you go.
Did it affect you in any way?
Oh, yeah, it definitely did. It caused me to have very bad self-esteem. Some of those issues I'm still working with. It caused me to have problems in my relationships with people because anytime somebody was being nice to me, I was always suspicious. Why is this person treating me nice? Why is this person being the way that they are to me? Because I've been set up, I've been beat up, I've been psychologically scarred. I could have very easily, especially in my high school years, I could have very easily been the first Columbine case.
Okay, was anybody trying to help the situation?
My mother tried to help. In a lot of cases, though, she kind of went about it the wrong way. And I didn't help matters because I kept everything inside. There were a lot of things that even counselors and psychologists had a hard time pulling out of me. And here I am 40 years old now, and with a lot of the things that I went through, sometimes I will look in the mirror and I will still see that scared teenager who was going through all of the garbage. The trick is to find a way to deal with it, to have an outlet. If it means going to counseling, find somebody to talk to. It could be a counselor, it could be a teacher, it could be, if you don't feel like talking to your mom and dad about it, find somebody that you trust. Mm-hmm. If you have a particular hobby that you like, art, modeling, shopping, some people call it retail therapy.
Yes.
I don't know that I'd suggest that, though, because the therapy stops when the money runs out. But anything, any artistic outlet that you have, however you got to get those feelings out in a positive manner, that's how you want to do it.
Yes. What have you done to cope with the bullying in the past?
Well, I'm a musician, so the outlet that I was talking about, I'm a singer, I'm a songwriter. I have used my music to help get some of the things out that I felt over the years, particularly when it comes to bullying. There is material that I'm working on. I'm hoping to try to get my debut album out by July of next year.
Yes.
And one of the songs that's going to be addressed on there is a song called Schoolyard Bully that addresses that particular issue. And it's a song that kind of goes in phases. It starts, you know, as a child, working their way up to the teenage years, working their way up to as an adult, and it kind of spans the whole spectrum because no matter where you go, you can be 100 years old and still find a schoolyard bully.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that that song and other things that I do will help people to see, you know, hey, this is a real problem. This is something that needs to be dealt with.
Yes.
And the bullying mentality is outdated. That's not cool anymore. If you're a bully, it's because you have something that you're trying to make up for. You need to go seek help. And if you're a victim, you don't have to stay a victim. You can find ways to rise above. You are a beautiful person no matter who you are. Whatever it is that you've been bullied about, it only works if you believe it.
Yes. Okay, we're going to go on commercial. We'll be right back.
Hello, my name is Karen Roseberry, and I am a candidate for the United States Senate. I come before you today asking for your vote on June 7th and bring before you the platform of Save the Future. Save the Future stands for security in our foreign policy, accountability in our governmental spending, values consistent with our Constitution, and educational excellence for our young people. My name is Karen Roseberry for the United States Senate, and I ask for your vote on June 7th. Thank you.
Julie Fulcher is the real estate agent for you. Contact Julie Fulcher at WeSellCaliforniaHomes.com or call 559-905-7386.
Are you looking for a home to buy or have a home to sell? Call EVC Homes 559-448-6484 or visit evchomesllc.com. EVC Homes, redeveloping neighborhoods one home at a time.
Here at Central Valley Talk, we've chosen Select Business Systems to provide for our copy, print, and scanning needs. We used to think it was cheaper to purchase our own toner and maintain our own office equipment. But now, with the expertise and experience of Select Business Systems, our office workflow is running at peak performance, saving our company time and money. They've truly set us up with our new sharp multifunction copier, streamlining our office with the press of a button. To find out how you can improve your office technology, call Select Business Systems at 446-0123 or visit their website at selectsharp.com.
Every horse deserves a chance. Contact Foothill Horse Rescue at 559-797-6191 or visit foothillhorserescue.weebly.com.
Flowers and more. Bullard and Marks in Fresno. Call 440-0920 or visit thefresnoflorist.com.
Come help heal mind, spirit, and body. Treat yourself to the healing experience of Reiki. Classes available.
To learn more about Kingston Bay Senior Living, call 559-568-4048 or visit kingstonbayfresno.com.
CentralValleyTalk.com.
Welcome back to Fresno Talk, back here with Wayne talking about bullies. Okay, is there any long-lasting effects?
There have been long-lasting effects, both positive and negative. I still deal with self-esteem issues. When I get on stage in front of people, or when I'm getting ready to do public speaking, there are several things that I do. Anytime that I get ready to go in front of an audience, I still get nervous. And one thing that I was taught when I'm in front of an audience is I aim for the drunkest person in the room, or I aim for the person that's the angriest, the most stoic, the one that's most likely to lob a boulder at me.
Yes.
If I can get them involved, if I can melt that wall down, everybody else is easier to deal with. And in the entertainment business, you do get hecklers. You get people that are going to try to nail you down. They're going to throw a joke at you, lob some nasty comment. You have to have a way of coming back with it. And there are ways to do it. It just depends on what level you want to stoop to. I still get nervous when I go, and most people, they look at me and they think I'm comfortable in my own skin. I'm this 250-pound, 5'9" scant Italian, who can't get a tan to save his life. I'm so white. Pieces of paper look at me and they go, "Dang."
You're not white. You're fine.
But I'll sit there and I will be particularly hard on myself when it comes to stuff like that.
Yes.
But on the positive side, I've learned better how to deal with it over the years. If somebody says something nasty to me, I just look at them and say, opinions vary. Thank you very much. Have a blessed day. And go on about my business. If they cause me to do something like stub my toe, or if I get hit with something, I might be a little stronger in my language, which I try not to do. But in the end, you have to realize that they're just words. We all get taught when we're little kids, sticks and stones will break our bones, but words can never hurt me. Well, I would amend that. Words can only hurt if you let them hurt. Words can be a very effective weapon, or They can be a very powerful shield to be used to protect yourself. And studies show that there are 3 main reasons why somebody bullies someone else. Number 1, they're insecure about something.
Yes.
And their target has got the quality that they lack. So they want to put this other person down so they can feel like they're raising themselves up. Number 2, the bully was a victim themselves. Usually it happens in a family situation. And in order to protect themselves from being bullied on the outside, they turn into the very thing that they were subjected to. And that's at an alarming rate. The third thing is peer pressure. A lot of people, they'll see somebody getting bullied and they'll get kind of egged on, hey, check it out, there's that fat chick, let's go, dump her in the garbage or whatever. You got people, no, I ain't gonna do that. But they're afraid of being an outcast because they didn't join in. Everybody wants to feel popular, but so many people go about it the wrong way. And those are the top 3 reasons why somebody is bullied. And long-lasting effects, people kill themselves because of stuff like this.
Yeah,
People get institutionalized because of stuff like this. So yeah, there's long-lasting effects. For me, it took me a long time to figure out how to deal with it right. But I can now say that when somebody tries to bully me, if I can't handle it by talking it out, I'll step away from the situation. And if that gives somebody a little petty victory, oh yeah, I won, I'm the biggest bad at whatever, so be it. Why waste your time arguing with somebody about a bullying issue? Yes. It's like teaching a pig how to sing. It wastes your time and annoys the pig.
Yeah.
So, everybody deals with it in their own ways. And you just have to find out which method works for you.
Yes. Well, that's all the questions.
Oh, and by the way, if there are any bullies that are out there watching right now, please come see me. I got a few choice examples for you.
Oh, God. Okay.
I feel like David Letterman up here. How much time we got?
Yeah, I know. Do you know which time you have left?
A minute, but I'm waiting for this. We can go to commercial if you want.
Yeah. Okay, we're on a commercial.
For information on author Steve Hammond's Rise of the Penguin saga, visit www.riseofthepenguins.net.
Kissed by the Moon, your cloth diaper and natural parenting store. Call 559-231-7101 or visit them online at kissedbythemoon.com.
CentralValleyTalk.com.
Rethink your drink with independent Javita member Christine Levin. Call 559-301-5177 and get healthy and wealthy. Email Michelle Bradford at londonproperties.com or call 559-907-9738 to get your dream home today.
Need raisins? Call National Raisin Company at 559-834-5981 or online at nationalraisin.com.
I think people think of raw food or healthy food as not having much flavor, and this is so flavorful.
So very nutrient dense, and it feeds my body. I love raw Fresno because I learned so much about nutrition. It's organic, and it's delicious. It's nutrient dense and very tasty.
So that's alive, probiotics, it's healthy vegetables to get that protein, and it's a game changer. It's awesome.
Come to Raw Fresno just because I love the food and there's not too many options or any options like this anywhere.
I come back because the food is delicious. It's definitely a new experience, the different tastes, the salad, it's absolutely delicious.
I love the food because as I found, this food actually has a lot of flavor. It's also good. It's hard for me to decide what to eat. So then I'll just take samples of everything.
My husband and I both are addicted to it, and it's like we go through kale withdrawals because it makes us feel better.
It's so healthy and because it tastes so good. I love the wraps, I love the chocolate cheesecake, and I know everything in it is good for me and I can eat it and feel good about myself.
The food is so healthy and very tasty.
I would definitely come back to Raw Fresno.
I'm not even the same person. When it's all to this food, it's just amazing. It's transforming.
CentralValleyTalk.com.
Hello, my name is Karen Roseberry, and I am a candidate for the United States Senate. I come before you today asking for your vote on June 7th and bring before you the platform of Save the Future. Save the Future stands for security in our foreign policy, accountability in our governmental spending, values consistent with our Constitution, and educational excellence for our young people. My name is Karen Roseberry for the United States Senate, and I ask for your vote on June 7th. Thank you.
Pasture-grazed, delicious, nutrient-dense, 100% organic raw milk from Organic Pastures. Visit organicpastures.com or call 1-877-RAW-MILK.
I was an addict, an opiate addict.
Being 3 years clean in October.
I was renewed at the Fresno Rescue Mission. My mom, who does a lot of cooking, has been part of the rescue mission, has been willing to help teach people to make jams and jellies and other food.
Sa the Fresno Rescue Mission, do tôi có học lử trong thia giờ ilu yang nhà trong giờ để có bá tàu bé bá tàu có thia ở trong đó.
And I believe that downtown Fresno needs a renewal as well.
Tree of Life Cafe represents new, healthy growth in downtown Fresno. I've seen men and women go through rehab programs. They want to start a new life. And yet when they get out on the street, they find it very difficult to get a job. Nobody will give them a chance. That's what this cafe is designed to do.
You will be like family to us. We will serve you our home-cooked food made with farm-fresh produce that comes from farmers right here in our valley.
We love downtown Fresno.
CentralValleyTalk.com.
Welcome back to Fresno Talk Fashion. I have a surprise guest for you.
I guess I'm the surprise guest. No, first thing I want to say, you know, the show topic today was beauty and bullies and beauty. Excuse me. Like I said, I have a daughter, and she was the bully, and I didn't understand. But she had moved out here from Omaha, Nebraska, and she was in the 3rd grade, and she was kind of big, and the kids in LA used to tease her, and then she used to beat them up. And I say, "Bride, you can't do that. You've been a bully." And she's like, "Dad, I'm not being a bully. You know, they're talking about me." I said, "You know, they're kids and you're a kid, but in California, we consider that bullying." And then like with Diamond right here, you know, when I met the young lady and I met her mom and her mom told me her story, I couldn't believe it. But that happens in America. And each one of you guests right here, man, you guys had a very unique story, especially you, young lady.
Thank you.
You know, that was very nice. And it's like, we have to spread awareness on this. You know, I hate to see kids getting bullied, and just like you said, it happens as an adult too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know, but like I say, I just want to say that, you know, but experiencing from the different side as a parent, you know, meaning my daughter, they used to call me, "Your daughter's up here bullying people," but they telling me, she's telling me. They're talking about it, but like I say, she was a kid. Like I say, beautiful show, young lady.
Okay, I'd like to thank you for tuning in to Fresno Talk Fashion. I'd like to thank my guests, Titus Sampson, Tila Hamilton, and Wayne Hamilton. You can find bullying prevention on awareness on Facebook. I'm Diamond Green. Well, see you next time. And that's it.
CentralValleyTalk.com.